Have you ever contemplated the origins of the United States? The narrative is both captivating and intricate. Our journey starts in the early 1600s. From the initial settlements to the Revolutionary War and beyond, it captures a saga of struggle and victory. European explorers arrived in North America, seeking new territories and resources. This marked the start of a new endeavor. Jamestown, the first enduring English settlement, was established in 1607. During this period, pilgrims yearned for religious liberty. They reached Plymouth Rock in 1620. Their arduous journey led to the establishment of a community. Their success encouraged more settlers to travel to America. By the mid-1600s, 13 distinct colonies were formed. Each one possessed its own culture and economy. Life was tough, settlers encountered severe winters and opposing relations. Nevertheless, they persisted and flourished. Fast forward to 1754, as tensions between the colonies and Britain began escalating. The French and Indian War erupted over land disputes. Although the war concluded in British favor, it left the nation deeply in debt. To recover, Britain imposed taxes on the colonies. This fueled discontent. The phrase "no taxation without representation" gained momentum. Colonists felt their rights were under threat. Protests surged, and tensions reached a breaking point. In 1773, the Boston Tea Party became a notable act of rebellion. Colonists tossed British tea into the harbor, prompting Britain to retaliate further. By 1775, the Revolutionary War ignited. The battles of Lexington and Concord signaled its onset. Colonists rallied against British dominion. Prominent leaders like George Washington rose to command the Continental Army. In 1776, the Declaration of Independence was ratified. Authored by Thomas Jefferson, it announced liberation from British authority. This moment became a pivotal point in American history. Years of conflict followed. The struggle was severe, yet the quest for freedom motivated the colonies. A significant victory occurred at Yorktown in 1781, when British General Cornwallis surrendered, signaling the war's end. Post-independence, the new nation faced various challenges. A functional government was essential. In 1787, the U.S. Constitution was created, laying the groundwork for a robust governance system. In 1789, George Washington became the inaugural president. His guidance united the nation. The Bill of Rights was added in 1791, safeguarding individual liberties. As decades progressed, the United States expanded westward. The Louisiana Purchase in 1803 doubled the nation's size, creating fresh opportunities for settlers. However, this expansion ignited conflict. The slavery issue split the nation, escalating tensions that led to the Civil War in 1861. This grueling conflict sought to resolve slavery's moral quandary. The war concluded in 1865. The Emancipation Proclamation liberated those enslaved. Reconstruction initiated the healing process for the nation. The late 1800s witnessed rapid industrialization. Cities expanded quickly, drawing immigrants to the newfound opportunities. The American dream was beginning to take shape. Throughout the 20th century, the country confronted significant challenges. World wars, economic downturns, and civil rights movements reshaped America. Each chapter contributed to the essence of American identity. Today, America stands renowned for its freedom. It embodies a nation forged from diverse cultures and ideas. The origins of its history showcase resilience and optimism. Keep in mind these significant concepts: settlement, revolution, independence, constitution, expansion, and civil rights. These elements formed America into what it is today. So, what can you do? Delve into more history books or explore historical landmarks. Understanding our past assists in shaping a better future. Subscribe to History Cache for more captivating historical content. As the nation evolved, it became evident that its foundational principles needed ongoing reflection. American society was rapidly transforming, with distinct communities fighting for a voice in a young democracy. Activists emerged, advocating for a broader definition of freedom and equality, which extended beyond the Constitution's initial constraints. As the 19th century progressed, movements for women's suffrage and labor rights gained momentum. Influential figures like Susan B. Anthony and Frederick Douglass resonated throughout town halls and streets, motivating countless individuals to advocate for justice and equality. In both bustling cities and small towns, the struggle for rights became a common cause. With the Industrial Revolution, extraordinary advancements in technology and infrastructure unfolded. Railroads linked far-off regions, enhancing trade. Factories emerged, altering the economy and drawing individuals from rural settings to urban environments seeking employment. However, this rapid growth came with harsh sacrifices. Labor conditions often remained oppressive. Strikes and demonstrations became frequent as workers demanded fair wages and improved working conditions, insisting their rights be upheld in this evolving era. Throughout these shifting societal dynamics, racial inequality remained deeply rooted. In the 1860s, the 13th Amendment abolished slavery, yet pervasive racism continued. African Americans relentlessly fought for their rightful status in a society promising freedom, yet stalling in delivering that promise. Organizations like the NAACP formed in the early 20th century, empowering African Americans to demand civil rights more vigorously, challenging the injustices prevailing in society. Despite facing opposition, they persisted, driven by the conviction that true democracy required recognition and respect for all voices. As the 20th century unfolded, the U.S. encountered significant trials, including the Great Depression, which tested national resilience and led to substantial economic restructuring. In response, President Franklin D. Roosevelt introduced the New Deal, a range of initiatives focused on recovery and reform, fostering confidence in the government's role to ensure welfare for all citizens. Amid global chaos, the United States entered World War II, marking a critical juncture in foreign and domestic policies, as Americans united for a shared purpose and sacrifice. The post-war era prompted unprecedented growth, with technological innovations and a rising middle class reshaping American lifestyles and influencing cultural norms. As the nation progressed into the latter half of the 20th century, the civil rights movement emerged as a formidable force demanding structural change. Drawing inspiration from past struggles, leaders like Martin Luther King Jr. and Rosa Parks led large-scale campaigns, employing nonviolent tactics to dismantle racial segregation and discrimination. The impactful Civil Rights Act of 1964 marked a historic victory, prohibiting discrimination based on race, color, religion, sex, or national origin. Though progress was made, activists continued addressing inequalities in voting rights, education, and housing, ensuring the movement's legacy inspired subsequent generations and invigorated discussions on gender equality, LGBTQ+ rights, and social justice. As the nation tackled the complexities of the late 20th century, it became increasingly apparent that addressing systemic issues required more than legislation. Grassroots movements emerged, advocating for a comprehensive approach to social justice that acknowledged the interconnectedness of various struggles. Environmental concerns also gained traction, with activists promoting sustainable practices and awareness of climate change, transforming the dialogue around progress. This era represented a transformation, where collective consciousness compelled a reckoning with America's history while aspiring for a more just and equitable future. Spirit of activism and engagement continued driving the nation forward, shaping policies and paradigms to embrace inclusivity across society. Amidst this backdrop of transformation, the dawn of the 21st century introduced new challenges, such as terrorism and economic instability. The events of September 11, 2001, profoundly impacted the nation, ushering in a wave of patriotism intertwined with inquiries about national security and civil liberties. As the United States navigated its identity globally, leaders and citizens sought to balance the preservation of freedoms with the imperative of safety in a complex world. Today, America remains resilient and dynamic, its history illustrating the triumphs and struggles of generations devoted to achieving a more just society. The ongoing pursuit of justice and inclusion serves as a reminder that this nation's story is still being constructed, inviting all to participate in its future.